Hello beautiful people, today we'll work on the ESL book by Mary Ellen. So basically we'll be covering the intermediate grammar section, which is part 1. Chapter 1 will be about pronouns. Pronouns are words that take the place of nouns and all their modifiers, so they can act as subjects, direct and indirect objects, interrogatives, impersonals, objects of prepositions, reflexives, demonstratives, possessives, and relatives. So first, let's take a look at what a subject pronoun is. A subject pronoun is exactly what it sounds like. It's a pronoun that takes the place of a noun as the subject of a sentence. Remember, so a sentence's subject is the person or the thing that performs the action of a verb. So basically, the subject pronoun is used as the subject of a verb. One of the easiest ways to identify a subject or a subject pronoun is to remember that it is always going to be the who or what that has a direct effect on the action that's taking place. So here are the pronouns that are used as subjects: I, you, he, she, it, we, they, which, who, and what. So we use subject pronouns in these following scenarios: as subject of the verb, he writes music or she sings well. Also you can use after, than, or as in comparison. So he paints better than she paints. I am tall as he is. Or it could be after a form of the verb be. It is I, or the winner was she. Pronouns can also be objects, which is the receiver. It can be direct, indirect, or object of a preposition. So examples are me, you, him, her, it, us, you, and them. So if it's used as a direct object, example is Khan saw her last night in class. So here, saw is the action and her is the first receiver. So a direct object means the first receiver of the action. So if it's used as an indirect object, example is give the money to them immediately, or it can be give them the money immediately. So indirect object is the second receiver of the action. So in simple, indirect object pronoun is used instead of a noun to show the person or thing an action is intended to benefit or harm. So in this case, it's them. They are the ones who are going to benefit. Next one, if it's used as an object of a preposition. So the example is Sam bought for us dinner because we were working so late. So the object of a preposition is a noun or pronoun that comes after a preposition. So here the preposition is for and the pronoun is us. Whenever there is a compound form in a prepositional phrase, you got to cover up the noun and the word and then decide whether you need the subject or the object pronoun. So let's take a look at this one. Give the books to Jane, and so what's it going to be? She or her. So you got to cover Jane and then you say give the books to her. So it becomes her. Give the books to Jane and her. So in the next one, Pat and I or me saw the movie last night. So what's it going to be? So you got to cover Pat and let's see what it could be. I saw the movie last night. So by covering up Pat and I, you see that the pronoun is the subject form, which is I. Now let's move on to the exercises. Here you have to circle the correct form of the pronoun. First one, blank and Paul are planning on attending the concert. So they are both performing the action. They are not receivers. So it should be she and Paul are planning on attending the concert. It's a subject pronoun. Second one is the same. We girls insist on being admitted to the club. Next one, our teacher gave the extra credit to, you got to close Melanie and then we see to me. So the answer, our teacher gave the extra credit to Melanie and me. In the next one, you can close him and decide the answer. No one saw her, so it's gonna be no one saw him and her together at the game. Next one, for is a preposition, so it's got to be us. How many tickets did you buy for us? To is a preposition, so it has to be I have to see them before the office closes. Next one, he's the one who's performing the action. He travels to San Diego every spring. Next one, to is a preposition, so find the boss's file and hand it to him. Next one, the boys challenged us girls to a test of strength. We won, of course. So the boys are the ones who are performing the action and us is the first receivers. Next one, to is a preposition, so when will the director present the award to her? I hope that she accepts the new job in Orlando. Next one, someone told us that a new store would be opening here soon. Next one, what do they plan to do about the entertainment for the party? Next one, will you please help him unload the packages? Next one, how many books will he deliver to her? Next one, Cal loves Miriam and he dreamed about her all night. No one seems to know where they went after lunch. My sister and I traveled through the Orient last year. Next one, can he play tennis as well as they can? So here you have to repeat the verb and see. Here it's John's father earns more than he does. We'll move on to exercise 2. So the first one, it's a subject pronoun, so it's he and I went to see a horror movie last night. The second one, the teacher encouraged us students to watch the play. No one took her and me seriously when we told the story. So you can close this part and see how it sounds. No one took me seriously when we told the story. So me is the correct answer here. Many fans loved Baby Ruth and went to see him play ball. Next one, it's whom is Dave inviting to the dance? So here we use whom instead of who because whom is used when it is receiving the action. So whom is going to receive the invitation from Dave. So who is used if it's performing the action. So here Dave is performing the action and whoever it is in question is receiving the invitation. Next one, they are concerned about us because we haven't called. My sister gave them the stamps for their collection. Next one, Wes and I are taking a cruise to Bahamas. Next one, you and he are welcome to join us at the club. You can just check you are welcome. Next one, you just close Jill and then you get the answer. The director gave me these scholarships. The director gave Jill and me these scholarships. So in the next one, with is the preposition, so it's us. Laura and her brother are taking a trip with us next summer. Next one, everybody wants them to win the championship. Next one, how many pamphlets do they need? Will there be enough food for all of us? Next one, once Kathy receives the check, she will pay the bills. Next one, Sam took me to the conference in his new car. Next one, Sue's husband is going with her to Toronto. Next one, Raphael and I were selected as delegates to the convention. Next one, I am accepting the position and this disturbs my parents. Next one, the boy who is wearing the green shirt is my cousin. Here it's who because he's the one doing the action, because he's the one wearing the green shirt. Thank you for watching, guys. Join me next day for another interesting lesson like this.